What's up, everybody? I'm Dominique.
And I am Brandy, and we are your host of Hey Fave, a weekly podcast where two best friends get together and talk about everything and nothing at the same time. What's going on across the world?
Hello, people. I hope you're well.
Hey, y'all.
My goodness.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What we got going on? I probably should sing that song.
That's why I laughed.
Jesus.
Well, listen,
Well, hopefully
he
been
ain't done.
gone. So
He ain't done nothing.
right.
He was the one calling Diddy out for not giving him his masters or whatever. And then he finally
been
did.
gone.
Yeah.
Did he get it? Did he get it?
Yeah, I think he finally gave him his stuff back. Or he gave
Wonder if
everybody
everybody else.
I saw something. He might have gave everybody their stuff back, or maybe just
look. We have all been curious about that, about all of the people who have, like, what happened to all these these were great artists, but we ain't even on. But yeah, he knew. What happened to all these great artists? They just disappeared off the face of the earth. Like, not all of them, but
yeah, some. I don't know. Like, well, some had some hard lives or careers.
Yeah.
Some are still trying. The people just aren't here for it.
Oh, yeah.
And then what else? Maybe some just like they didn't want nothing else to do with like just the industry in general, and they just tapped out.
I'm trying to remember all of the. I don't know. Identity Kane. I know
About
they're not
all of the bad
anymore.
boy artists,
Yeah.
specifically. Oh, I don't know. Did a couple people transition off of this side? Is somebody? Yeah.
There's a couple people that transitioned. Faith is still going. I just saw her doing something. She's still going. Who else is a bad boy? 112. They still touring and stuff.
What's the guys? Shoot, the ones you like.
Day 26.
Weren't they supposed to be coming back? Did that not happen?
They are still touring.
Okay.
They are. They're still doing stuff, so they finally came back.
All right.
I wonder what happened to all them rappers from like the Making the Band when he first did. I wonder what happened to all them. I'm gonna have to look it up after.
Yeah, you can do that.
Anywho, we got going on other than the issues of the world.
Not the issues of the world. My goodness.
Okay. Ooh,
with that one. Well, just start off light and fun before we get into the main topic for today.
Shoot.
This
light.
Well, we can start. So I saw.
Oh.
I went to see Here's the Thing, Kev on stage, and that chick Angel live. Oh, okay. It was.
How was that?
It was actually. It was really good. It was a really good show. It was funny. They're funny. I watch their podcasts all the time. So it was like they did the podcast.
So they did like a live podcast.
Yeah, it's a live. They're doing a live podcast tour. So it was like they
a comedy show.
It was like funny because they're comedians, but
in the podcast way.
Live. Yeah, so it's like they kept the structure of the show, but it's still all improv because it's like they ask people on Instagram or whatever, like, what should we talk about today? So they took like suggestions for what the topics were, but they still just like covered topics. but they did it with a live band.
Oh,
Yeah,
did it
and
sound
so
better than 85 South? I'm
I can't.
sorry. Why
What
am I?
what happened there? The sound was bad, or also the band was bad? Was the oh
I
goodness.
always thought the band was bad, but
Okay, so for Kevin Angel, the band was good.
okay,
Sound was good for the musicians, but like starting out, it was a little shaky for the
a little
mics.
shaky.
Yeah, like
Router.
you could hear you could hear Josh when he came out.
What was that?
So I don't know what his title is. Like he runs the board and the cams when they do the podcast or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But he also be on camera sometime. Like he they added him. So he did
Oh,
so to bring them out, he comes out in DJs before they come out. So you could hear
okay.
him while he was doing his. But then when they came out and they started talking, they sounded muffled. Like you could hear them, but it sounded muffled.
Um,
A little bit. Like some at some point through the show they fixed it. But yeah, so that was the only thing.
good. At least y'all fixing it
Yeah, they
because
eventually cuz like Angel's mic had went out while she was doing something, so Josh switched mics with her and I seen him go back.
good
I don't know
job.
if he
Yeah.
made it all the way to the sound booth, but he went and so that yeah, they got it together. The band sounded fine as well. There was a few moment times during Josh's set. So he was like playing music and they would start playing along. But the drummer, and I was wondering if he had ears or not. Not did he have ears? You know what I mean, like the
In
in ears.
ears or
Yeah, but
like hear the click track and stuff.
yeah, because he would end up off a little bit, and it kept happening. So I'm like,
Oh,
can he just hear what we're hearing, and
you're
he's trying to
playing out
play,
of the pockets.
or
Out of rhythm.
that's why I'm that yeah. So that's what that, but that's what made because it kept happening, and he did fine when it was just the band. That's what made me
Mm.
think maybe he didn't have any ears, and he was playing along with like the house or something. Yeah, it was that,
I
and
hate
it wasn't
that.
horrible, but if me, you know how we do, we sit there and hear, and then I
You
was with
like
Tiff and Chantel, and we all know all of that, so it's like,
all musicians. Jesus.
yeah, but it was really fun. His dad, Kev's dad, was there, and he played the sax. The only thing that bothered me with that, they didn't give him a mic, and I'm like, he's up there
Come on
playing, we can't
now.
hear him. They didn't have a mic for his daddy,
Y'all
but
supposed to have that in the rider,
and
honey.
so I was wondering if he surprised them. Like, did he know? Did they
Oh,
know
like
he was gonna play, or did they just think he was coming to the show? Because Kev's parents live in North Carolina, so. But yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. So I just thought it was dope. He's on tour. His dad gets to be on stage with him. I thought that was really
Oh,
cool.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But it was a good show overall. I had fun. I enjoyed it. But it was also in addition to it being entertaining, it was inspiring to me. It was like you see them like they act like best friends just on stage. Well, they call themselves the unruly cousins. So it's like, but
Mm-hmm.
like they're just up there having fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what if hey, what would this look like for Hey Fave? Or I can't wait till Hey Fave gets to
We
the
be
point where
acting a
we
fool.
we do a live show. Like, what would it look like? All of
Brittany has
that.
to have more self control. Talking.
Or we just had to tell the people do not record. Had the ushers
Don't
taking
record
phones or
us.
something. Do like do like Chappelle and all of them. Put your phone in the bag in front of your seat. You take
Like
it back out.
liable to say something crazy. Jesus.
Don't you go live. Don't you record nothing.
Okay. We just gonna cut
um
off all the internet and the Wi-Fi off in the
make the
building.
signal suck. And be like, why am I
Mm-hmm.
signal? Everybody signal trash till this show over.
Yep. Yep.
um
Absolutely.
But
That
yeah,
show.
I started thinking about that on the way home, or just sitting there watching them just have fun, and like, cause that was kind of the whole point of the podcast for me, anyway. It's like watching all these
Yeah.
people. It's like they're just having fun. It's like you're literally just sitting and hanging and talking to your best friend or your whoever, because like
Yeah.
couples podcasts or whatever. Yeah,
Did
so
you take
watching them.
pictures? Did
a
they
little
have a
bit.
nice set?
It was
See, I don't be looking at
literally
stuff like that.
they kept it super simple. Like even they were casual. Like Kev had on
Oh,
joggers and it's like they matched. They both had on matching t-shirts and like joggers and sneakers. Like
okay.
they went super casual. The set was literally DJ Josh and like the DJ set up, the drum kit in the middle, bass player, keyboard player, and then his dad was on the sax like behind between the bass player and the keyboard player. And then Kevin Angel was just all across there.
Um, well,
Um
that sounds
yeah.
like fun.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
just started thinking of like what would a live show look like for Hey Fave um
nice.
or
Think about everything. Okay, we gonna have a live band. Everybody, y'all gotta get vetted. Okay,
oh my
we have to
lord.
have seen y'all play before.
We know enough musicians.
You right,
So we
Chris.
would
You're
be
gonna be on the
okay.
drums, and then
We know enough musicians, multiple people that play each instrument. So like we could put a band together. Like we know multiple people that can put bands together.
you
So
you
yeah,
right.
we wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, I was like,
Jesus.
this looks super fun. I can't wait till we get to the point that we can do this. And then there's like, I wonder what our show would be like. Like, what would we do? Would we just talk about random topics? Would we have a structured thing, or like would we just be freestyling too? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was just like it was fun to watch. Well, you know me, I like to watch people do their thing anyway. Like, which is why I have no problem pulling up when you have a shoot. Like when I went to
Yeah.
DJ's event, like going to events and stuff with Terrell, like I like watching people do the thing they enjoy or that they're good at. So that for me already was cool. And then of
Yeah.
course it was just a good show. But then because we have a podcast ourselves, like this is something we could do one day. So all of that just made it really good. So
That's
yeah,
nice. That's nice. I'll go
yeah.
to one of their stuff one day. Ask me again later.
Okay. All right.
I need to look at their stuff.
You do.
I don't really watch them,
Well,
so
Tiff says she doesn't watch the podcast. She just sees what comes across social media. Like she follows Kev, I think.
yeah, see, I
So
don't
like
even
she
follow any of yeah.
oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Well
have
yeah.
to
But she still
follow and
enjoyed it
see.
also. Yeah, just
I'm
check
gonna
it
start
out
watching
or
y'all. I'm
whatever.
sorry.
I think it was the timing of when we got the tickets also. When I asked you, it was like,
Oh,
let me know if later and then I was um
I probably that's
it was
fine.
quick.
It was all
Like from the
good.
time I asked you about it to the time the tickets were bought, because I didn't do it this time. It
Oh,
happened. I was like, oh,
it happened.
oop.
Like that's fine. I
Uh,
you know
um,
maybe
yeah,
another
no.
time.
Or we could just go like watch somebody else's live podcast, because like that was the initial when I asked you, would you want to go?
Who else do we watch though?
I watched all of them. I don't know. I know Angel had already done a podcast tour with her husband's podcast. I didn't go to that. Um, did that come to North
Dang, who
Carolina? Of course
podcast
I
do
did.
I watch?
You watch Jackie Hill Perry.
I do watch
They're
them.
doing. I asked you about that one already. And you said probably not, and then you asked. You said you didn't know. You said, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry." You
No,
said
because I must have been in because I love them. So
because it was you. I was like, "Are you going? Or are you going to want to go see
I
them
said,
live?" And you you did. You said probably not. You said no. You said I don't know when. I didn't know about it, and then you was like, probably not. And I was like, okay. But then later in the day, you started asking me more questions, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't look.
Jesus,
um,
I look. I be going through during the week. Okay, so sometimes
um,
I don't be really thinking. Let's
you have to.
revisit that.
You'll have to look into because Tiff was asking me because I think Tiff and Chantel are gonna go, and I don't really,
Okay,
I don't be watching
I
them, but
do watch them.
um,
I'm not sure why I said no. Like I said, I must have been going through or something on
it
that
was a
day.
morning. You probably had just got up.
Probably or something because yeah. That's hilarious.
Um, I have to remember when the date was because there was some reason I
I'm about
originally
to.
told Tiff probably not for me, but that's just because I don't watch. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's time to revisit. Maybe. I don't know who else you watch. I don't watch any. Nah, that's a lie. I don't watch anyone else that is currently on tour. Other than we saw 85 South show, that was also cool. Um,
I love
so
them. Yeah,
it
I
would
used to
be
watch a
cool to
lot of
see how
people, but
people do it, though.
yeah, I have been in a space of change, and so I watch less and less. I don't know what's happening. Um, but I do watch Jackie. I do watch the Perrys. Um, I would have to go through my, but I just listen to everybody. I don't really watch.
Oh,
Not on YouTube. I
oh,
watch the Logans, but I not even watch all of their stuff, podcast stuff.
yeah.
So I don't, yeah. But faithfully, I do watch the Perrys. So yeah, I would have to. We might have to revisit. I might have been in a bad mood or something. I don't know. Something must have been happening.
Lord.
Um,
Yeah, I don't.
but
You can
yeah.
look. Do you subscribe to their website? Because I think that's where all the information is. And I told you, you asked me something. I had tried to go see, and it wanted me to subscribe, and I just closed.
Oh
I
Jesus,
didn't want to subscribe. That's horrible.
Lord.
Um.
Wait, what are we going to? Oh, Snarky Puppy. That's what it is.
Yes, we are getting our snarky puppy redo.
Yeah,
You gotta do
guys.
right this time.
And then I'm pushing it still on that day because I have to work. We
Lord.
gonna make it, darn it. We gonna make
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we are. Yeah.
We gotta make it because
Um.
that's all the way out there. Yeah, I
I
don't
mean.
know. Anywho,
Uh. Okay. We need to revisit that when we get done. That's a
oh
different
yeah,
thing.
you set me up. Yeah,
Okay, you did get it. All right. Okay.
I told you I
Cool.
be going through.
Um, but yeah, okay, yeah, that's all on that. I went to see them. That was fun. I
Good
was
stuff.
inspired. Can't wait till we do our own. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Y'all better come.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna find y'all.
Oh, you can't
Just
threaten the
like
people. You cannot threaten the
I know where
people.
you live. No.
My lord. Cause so I was
Oh,
wondering that too. Would we just like do like one big one or would we do multiple locations? I guess that would also determine that would depend on you
the
guys.
fan base. Yeah,
Um
yeah. Speaking of fan
like
base, y'all, we will have a website coming soon. Maybe that should have been announced at the end, but we have a
uh,
website coming soon because social media keep shutting down, and
mhm.
so we just wanted to have a place where all of our stuff is, where you can see it regardless if social media is working or not. So we'll have a
Yeah,
website coming soon for
yeah.
Hey Fave, all of the things of Hey Fave.
Everything.
So
You can watch the stuff, you can
hmm
stay up to date with anything,
yep.
any announcements and information and all of that.
hmm
Yeah,
So coming soon. Yay. Yeah.
cool.
All right. Let's
Um
see.
I saw a thing because I can't read it on my screen right now, on my
Uh
computer
oh.
screen.
You want me
No,
to
no, no.
read?
I, no, I'm
Oh, you
saying like
got
it's
it.
yeah, without zooming in.
Um.
I need to be able to see, like to be able to see it
Oh,
up
you
close.
you about to
Read it.
pull it up on your phone?
Yeah, I got it. Um,
Oh,
so I
I was
can
about to
read
say I
it.
got it.
Unless you tossing it up or what you would to read it or to
Oh
show
no,
it.
it was on my phone.
Oh yeah, no, no, I got it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it was a question that needs
The
answers.
question is,
Oh, okay. Um,
Ali.
um. All right. So it says
A quick
you
correction for
loaned.
y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, you loaned $3,000 to your friend last year. And since then, she refused to pay back. She has refused to pay back, which has really deteriorated your friendship. You asked
Mm.
her to just pay 1,000 and forget the rest because you are in a financial crisis. Your friend then says she can only get you 500 since that is all she has.
Mm-hmm.
You felt like you had no option but to accept. So you eventually gave her your account details to send the amount directly to your bank. You
Yeah.
woke up the next you woke up the next morning, checked your account, and you had $5,000 in it. You kept staring at the screen in disbelief, but it was indeed $5,000. You grabbed your phone and found 73 missed calls,
73.
73 missed calls from your friend, and an additional 37 text messages begging you to transfer back the $4,500 since she only meant to send you 500 and mistakenly added an extra zero. What are you going to do?
Be
Do you
petty.
send back the 4,500? Do you take your full 3,000? Do you keep the entire 5,000? So to recap and clarify, you loan person A loaned person B $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
You've been wanting that whole three back, but you ain't getting it back. So you
They
like, you know what?
refused it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Just give me the one back because I'm in a tight sitch. I need some money right now. Person B or your friend is like, I ain't got the 1,000, but I can slide you 500. And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I have no other choice right now. I'll take the 500. But then you wake up and find out she has given you 5,000
Mm-hmm.
when she said she only had 500 when she owes you 3,000. So, yeah, what do you do? Do you keep it all? Do you take what's yours or do you take only what she said she was given, which was 500?
At first, I was gonna be petty and be like, "I'm taking my 35 before I send you the rest of this." I mean, not 35, 30,000.
Uh-huh.
Or text her back. See, that's why I'm still being worked on. Or text her back, say, "I refuse to give you your money back."
Not
Just like you refused me. Got
Lord.
our relationship going down the drain because you. But then I thought about it
Mhm.
and thought that maybe that 5,000 was maybe for something else. Maybe she only really did have 500 and the rest of it that needed to go towards something like you said, like, yeah, like rent or something or car payment
Mhm.
or whatever. I don't know whose car payment is that much, but
Well, like maybe yeah, no, hope not. Jesus,
probably rent
maybe
instead
or
or
maybe it's like the
mortgage,
total. Yeah, like maybe all of the things are
all the
coming out.
bills.
Cuz I know like some of mine all come out the same day. So you
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah, like maybe she has certain things that are all coming out the same day that total that. So she needs
Yeah,
that to be in there. So she could
yeah.
only free up the 500. Um so yeah, for that reason,
She got some explaining to do.
oh yeah. Um
She got some explaining.
yeah, for that I would I don't know cuz I'm non-confrontational. So would I ask be like, so you couldn't give me my 3 or no, I probably would. I would ask a question.
Yeah, I'll definitely ask some questions.
I'd be like, "So what was the rest of that for? If you couldn't give me my sitch?" Um, but I would send back the rest. Like since she only meant to send me the 5, I'm not gonna hold your money hostage.
She better have a great
Even though
excuse
even though she's holding my money hostage, I'm not
and
gonna hold her.
refuse to give it back. Not,
Um,
you know what? Just hold on. I'm still gonna pay you back.
yeah,
Just hold off from a give me a little bit more. I refusing
like I'm just not gonna pay you back. Yeah, won't and
and
can't.
that much.
Won't and can't is two different things. If you can't and you need me to hold on for a second, definitely understandable. Because obviously, like, yeah, because why did I have to loan it to you in the first place? You obviously didn't have it
Yeah,
when you needed it. but just flat out won't and you got it, yeah, that is an issue. Cause just give me my money, girl. um,
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but like, yeah, if just in case that 45 was already like pre-allocated for something, I would just send it back and keep the 5 that she said she was giving me, so I don't
mm-mm.
re-put her in a sitch, even though she has put me in a sitch.
And act like she
Um,
don't care. Refuse. I'm
um,
still stuck on refuse.
yeah,
Yeah,
refusal is wild. Like, how dare you refuse?
right.
Like,
Like,
ain't nobody tell you to borrow this money from me.
see, mm-mm. No, no, and no, and again
um,
another no.
so okay, if she has a good explanation, would you still be friends with her and still be patient, or
Yeah, I would be patient. Just explain to me like what is the issue. Just like I'm explaining to you the issue that I'm having right now and the reason why I need it back. Just let me know. Like if we are friends,
mm-hmm.
like we should be able to tell each other, hey, you know what? Look, I don't have it right now, but
Mm-hmm.
I have your the amount that I owe you in a note so I can remind myself. Okay?
Okay.
Have look to remind me that this is what I owe you and you
Yeah.
will be paid. You know?
Like, you, if
That would
they
set
express
me.
the intention, like they have
Yeah.
intentions on paying you back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it don't even like yeah. But if you are like literally like, nah, I'm not giving you that back. Or you give me some stupid excuse every time.
Mm.
Or I don't know. It's yeah. Like talk to me. We're friends,
Yeah.
right? Talk to me. Let's
Yeah.
communicate this. Let's
Let's figure this out.
yeah. Because I mean, let me know if I
Okay.
need to go sell some drugs and come back
Oh, okay.
instead. I'm just playing.
All right.
I'm playing everybody. I've never sold drugs. Okay. All right. There's no selling drugs. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let's communicate though
Okay.
about
Okay.
that. That's a
So,
big amount.
I mean,
Where I
yes.
get that much from anyway.
Cause you got it. You just got it like that. You,
Yeah.
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 Um, well, I would say obviously you had it to give it, but you unless you lent it with the promise of getting it back by a certain time, and
Yeah.
like that's what made it okay. It's like, okay, I can do that as long as I have it back by this certain time, and then you did not get it back by that certain time. So now
Mm-mm.
you don't got it, she don't got it. Y'all both just down bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Yeah.
so okay, y'all don't come to a compromise. Or do you just say forget the friendship and the money, or are y'all no longer friends but you still want your money?
You know, even though I need my money,
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not fooling with you no more. Keep the money. It's a blessing. All right. I'm not even gonna ask you for it anymore because even though it's a lot and I need it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't even deal with them. I just cut all ties. I definitely would. I
Okay.
definitely would cut all ties. Especially like I said, you have been communicating with me,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just sent me $5,000 on accident.
So I
Like
know
you
you
have
got it.
some explaining to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, if you got it and it's not for nothing else and you just don't want to give me my money, yeah.
we fighting.
Okay. You do what you got to do.
Like because who you playing with like that? Like you got it. You
Yeah,
can
that's
even give
wild.
little small increments. Like
Just make payments. $3,000. You could do 10 payments of 300.
Treat me like a company,
Um.
like a bill. Treat me like a bill, okay?
Mm-hmm. I
Your
was trying
car
to
come
break
get
it
taken
down.
away. You don't give $3,000.
Uh-oh,
What you
they
gonna
come
tell the
cut
car
you.
company?
They
Yeah,
come cut your stuff off. They listen.
yeah.
Folks don't get their money.
Treat me
Um.
like a bill.
How do you enforce that though? Like, there's literally no way to enforce it without suing them or just threatening to
Gotta
not
be
be their
some.
friend no more.
I don't know. That's where like the consideration, trust, and stuff come in.
Yeah,
Because
because you shouldn't have to. You
I've
shouldn't.
I've actually seen people be in this situation,
Mm.
and I don't like it. And like people stop answering phone calls, and
And-
like
Or
really,
when they get an attitude because you asking them for your money back, and like,
like don't get an
hey,
attitude now. Don't do that. Don't
like
do that.
I'm gonna give you your money or whatever, or like, or when they pay you back with an attitude. Like, you take your little stupid money. It's like, hey, you the one asked
I'm
for
like,
it
thank you for
from
my
me.
money, and this is over. Cause why you acting like that? I'm the one that should be mad with an attitude. Okay.
Yeah.
What the word say? The word says.
Uh-oh. What does it say? You giving them another Bible study, another
Hey,
inspirational moment.
I'm still learning and studying, honey. I know something about
Lord.
a lender and a borrower in there, but I don't know where it is. So I would have to look it up. But
Lord.
he does say something about don't have to owe people and stuff. I'll
He
find it. I'll
said he
let y'all
will
know in
make
the
us
next episode.
lenders and not borrowers. So in this case, you have been a lender.
But
So
I need it back. I need you to get that back. Okay. In this case, Lord, what you need me to do? Because am I supposed to ask for my money back? Or are you gonna bless me with some more?
I
It,
feel like when you get done dirty and you've done your part, he just bless you with more. I
look,
like to believe that about my God.
okay. Look,
Be like, he got
because
me. They deal
I'm
with
like,
them
Lord,
also
they
though,
acting
please,
up,
Lord.
so I'm just gonna trust in you, sir. That it'll come back to me some
You
type of
know,
way. You might speak to their heart, Lord, and be like, you know
maybe.
what? Let me just give her money.
Or maybe he'll make a way for you to even get back more than you even lent. Like, you get your double back without them,
Come
so
on
yeah,
now. Come
yeah.
on. I receive
So
it. You know. Look. Hey.
um
So yeah,
yeah,
like I'll definitely cut ties and be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna
mhm,
ask for it no more. If it gets that serious, I'll
yeah.
literally I'll cut ties. It's a loss. But like we just said, it'll come back.
Yeah.
It'll come back some type of way. It'll
That's what I
come
like to
back.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gives me peace about certain situations.
Yeah, in a lot of situations. Okay. That good old
um,
peace, honey. Woohoo! Come on,
Lord have
peace.
mercy.
Woohoo!
Um,
Surpasses all understanding. Okay, let me stop. All right. We can go.
um,
Hallelujah.
yeah, I
All
saw a lot of
right.
people in the comments saying they would take day 3. Um,
That's what I said. Hello, I'm taking my money. I don't
yeah,
even
I
care.
saw a lot of that. Let
Mm.
me see. I'm taking my 3. I'll send the rest back.
I'm like 3 in interest.
Somebody was like, I would send the 4,500 back and move on. Somebody said I'll send her 1,000 back. The rest is interest. Flag on the play. Penalty for
Okay.
lying, not keeping
Look.
her word. Lots of integrity.
Okay.
A lot of
Look.
stuff. What's this in therapy to talk yourself off the ledge of a of a beat down? Oh goodness.
Lord. Look.
I would return 1,900. That extra 100 is for playing in my face.
Okay. Played. Because if you were going to go to court, they're going to make you pay that back. especially if
Yeah,
you have proof. Um,
yeah,
they gonna make you pay that back. So it's better to just go ahead and do it between each other and not have to go to court and pay extra fees and stuff.
I'm about to say, and then you end up paying more going to court. I
So
mean, and
let's
I guess
settle this.
this is why this is why
You
some
said
people this is why some people just don't deal with money in their like friendships or whatever.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Y'all should have
Um,
played the friendship game. Seen where their mind was at about
yeah.
finances and money. See if they considerate and loyal and I don't even know a word for that. They stand by it has integrity. They stand by their word of giving you
Yeah.
your stuff back. I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody said she lied and said she didn't have it. I lied and say I didn't get it.
Right. Well, I didn't see nothing come through. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You must have
Terrible.
sent it to somebody else. Are you sure? Did you put the Brandy J Myers? Did you put the J in there?
Did you put the whole
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. I didn't. I don't
Did you
see it.
did you spell my first name right? Did you
Did you
forget
spell
how to
it?
spell
All
it?
right. Did you forget? No,
Lord,
no. I don't think you spelled it. You didn't do you. I think
that
you might have sent that to somebody else.
that's horrible. Did you? That's horrible.
No,
Um,
I didn't get it. Start
yeah,
ignoring
but
calls like you did,
well, I mean,
or just repeating what you said. I refuse to get this back to you.
I ain't gonna be able to do that for you. I'm so
I ain't gonna
sorry.
do it.
I
I'm
hope you get it
sorry.
figured out.
Right, right. You owe me. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, y'all give y'all people their money back if they have lended you some. Okay, I told you I got a tab. Okay, and I know exactly what I need to pay Dominique. So I know exactly what I need to pay her. She will get that back, honey.
Lord have mercy.
So y'all better make some notes or something.
I mean, yeah, it's easy to lose track, especially like, well, no, if you just constantly borrowing money, you should
Yeah,
probably
I
look
don't
at some
constantly
things.
borrow. Mm-mm.
You don't borrow
Um,
money from me.
no, no, but still, still.
Um, but I mean, like, or if you're just got a lot going on, you tend to forget things or whatever. Yeah, I mean, whatever help you keep
It
track of
stays in the
yourself.
back of my mind
So,
always,
and then some people have no intention of paying you back, which is why it's easy for them to forget.
and that's crazy. Come on, y'all. We do better. Do better.
Hey, you know.
Ah, anywho, well, in the world of what's going on in entertainment, it is crazy out here. Everybody, just I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot going on right now in entertainment. I don't know if everybody has seen the Nickelodeon documentary on. Is it on? It's not Netflix.
Mm-mm.
It's Hulu.
HBO Max. Mm-mm.
HBO. That's what it is. HBO. I haven't called all of them out.
You did.
Dang, what's it called again? Quiet
Quiet
on the
on
Set.
set.
Quiet on the Set. I don't know if y'all have watched that. But it was very disturbing. Um, it it basically talked about how produce is he a producer, director,
Yeah, and show creator. He created a lot of the
writer?
Nickelodeon shows. Like he was the creator. So like he had a writer's room. So I don't know if he wrote. He had like the final say.
Okay, so he
But he created and like produced. I don't know how much he actually wrote. But he
okay.
obviously wrote or influenced the writing, because that's how those jokes that he thought were funny he got in, like the
Yeah.
inappropriate stuff. So Dan Schneider, you may or may not have heard of him
Hmm.
because he did get dropped from Nickelodeon finally. I don't know how big the headlines were because like I didn't know, but of course I was younger. Like I wasn't paying attention to that
Yeah.
either.
Mm-mm.
Um, but yeah, so like the show creator, his main. Uh, so okay, let's rewind a little bit. Some of the shows he was responsible for was like All That, The Amanda Show, um, I think Drake and Josh, iCarly, Zoe
iCarly.
101,
Hmm.
Victorious, Sam and Cat.
Hmm.
Did he do Kenan and Kel,
I don't know.
or did he just do Good Burger?
I'm not
'Cause
sure.
I
I'm
know
about to
he
look
had
it
something
up.
to do with Good Burger, because then the other dude, Brian Peck, he was in Good Burger.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus.
trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Some of the topics that we will discuss from this point on may be sensitive or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, so
If you
we
don't
just
want to
they
hear
discuss
about,
assault or whatever.
yes.
Yeah, like fast forward because we're not gonna end on this. Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out when we get to that point in the episode. Um, yeah. So yeah, there's your that. What you looking up? What did I ask you?
I'm
Oh, did he do
I'm
Keenan and
looking to
Kel?
see if he did Kenan and Kel.
But I know like the ones
Um.
I called out. Like I know those are the main. Like he created the Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, iCarly and them. Watching this documentary, I realized I didn't really watch a whole lot of the original All That. I watched it when it came back. So like I remembered the black girl Giovanni. I remembered her for sure. But I remember Lori Beth in them from the first one, but I don't remember a lot of episodes. So I'm thinking I watched more of the new All That, and the I did watch the Amanda Show.
Okay, I didn't. So all of the shows that was named, I didn't watch any of that. I only watched All That, and it wasn't
You
like
watched the first part,
all
the
of them.
original.
Probably the original.
Okay.
I
Um,
probably did watch the original. Um, but I never seen all the other ones. I think by the
you were
time
probably done
Nickelodeon.
because that was oh 04, oh 05, 2000s. I was still in middle school, so I was
Oh,
still
okay.
watching. Yeah,
Yeah, so I was going. So my Nickelodeon was like the Smurfs and
the
Double
Smurfs was on
Dare.
Nickelodeon.
I think at one some point,
Oh,
maybe I'm tripping. That might have been another network, but Double Dare, Hey
yeah.
Dude, all of those. Um, so when
Now I
all that
watched
went
those
off,
too, which is why I cut you off. My
he
bad.
didn't.
But yeah, I
He's
don't.
not
I'm
the
trying to
creator.
figure out when I was watching because I watched Double Dare, the Family Double Dare.
See, I watched
I
old
watched Guts. I watched
good.
the
Dun,
Temple, the
dun,
Legends
Hidden
Hidden
Temple.
Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched Figure It Out. Like I watched all of those, but I don't remember a whole lot of all that. So I don't know if I just wasn't watching all that, but I was
Yeah,
watching all the other shows or what. Um, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. I watched a lot of the game shows and stuff on Nickelodeon.
Mhm.
So I didn't really. I mean, I heard about those of the Amanda show where she was sitting on the bed and being mad or something. Like I saw a couple clips of that, but other than that, I didn't watch. I knew nothing about none of these shows except for
Yeah.
all that. Um, but yeah, it was very disturbing. The fact that everybody knew like the creation of the jokes in the shows and the writing part of the shows where they were adult jokes, but
Mhm.
the kids were acting it out.
Yeah.
I'm just a little.
They were super
I'm a little
inappropriate.
irritated. Yeah, super inappropriate. But all y'all adults there, nobody stood up. Like nobody was like, no, this is
Yeah.
probably not for kids.
Mm.
Now I know that there were the two ladies that were writers on the show, and that was stupid because their salary was split between them
Mm.
two, but everybody else was paid, whatever.
Mm.
Um, but uh, even they were, I guess, behind the scenes were being treated bad.
Mm.
And nobody wanted to say nothing because they didn't want to lose their job. Now, mind you, yes, it's Nickelodeon. This is probably the best job you've ever had, but this is more important than, like, I don't know. I don't know. I was just a little bit I was irritated because I'm like, dang, you want this job that bad to where, I don't know.
They're willing to degrade themselves or be
Yeah, like
uncomfortable
you're willing to do
because
whatever he wants and write whatever he wants and write all this
yeah,
inappropriate stuff for these shows, and you know it's not appropriate for these kids, and you still wanted to work for him. Like you
so
couldn't work at any other network. There
probably
was
not.
other
Some
networks.
them it was their first job.
Yeah, I remember
Them
that.
two ladies, it was their first job. It's like what they had been waiting for. They were both working like temp jobs before they got the call to come right for him.
Mm-hmm.
But to like not clarify, but to inform those of you who haven't seen it or don't even plan on watching it, what he's accused of or whatever, creating a hostile environment, including like the inappropriate jokes, being super
Mm-hmm.
super duper close with Amanda, um like favoritism, being mean. So like a lot of people is like some days he would be like super fun, joking around.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day he's hollering and calling you an idiot, calling you stupid or threatening. I know like the Jeanette McCurdy, I think is her name, that played Sam in iCarly and Sam and Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Um they mention it later in the documentary, like she mentioned in her book or something, is like he used to say stuff like that, like calling them idiots, but then he even threatened like you'd be working at like I can't remember the place she said, but let's say an equivalent, like the ice cream shop or whatever, if it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't for me, if you weren't working here for me, like he would say stuff like that, but not even just the kids feeling like, oh, we can't say nothing because we're gonna lose our jobs or our careers will be ruined or whatever. Like he
Like
used to use
everybody
that.
felt that. Like
But even
what
the
the crap?
adults too, like they didn't want to speak up, and that's why they wouldn't speak up. Like they would notice stuff was inappropriate, but they didn't want to say anything to get on his bad side to get fired or whatever. I'm
I
like,
don't care nothing about that.
y'all that scared of this man, or like you were saying, they don't think they can go get another job. Well, obviously, well, the two writers that spoke up, the lady that actually sued him after she got no, she quit.
Yeah, she
Um,
quit. Mm-hmm.
she sued him and she was like, I knew that. She said, that was pretty much the end of my career, and I knew that was happening. So it's like, so they
That's
weren't wrong
crazy.
in thinking that. So you got to think, I guess, like it does. So it's a tight sitch because, like,
It is, but I'm just kind of like,
um,
uh,
but
mm. And
even
even after
outside,
she sued him, like nothing happened. Like he was
yeah,
still working, so that was messed up. That was
yeah. So
messed
like
up.
she's like lost her career seemingly for nothing. Like it shed light, but it didn't do much. It didn't change
Yeah,
anything. But like he
yeah,
was even like having people massage him, making
yeah,
them massage him, making them say stupid stuff. Like he would text them inappropriate things and make them say it out loud. He made one of them like act out something inappropriate while saying one of the lines or telling the story. Like he made it super hostile
yeah.
for them.
Even with the kid, he had the kids massaging him too.
Yeah, which was like wild. And then he had this. He was always putting like the girls in like bikinis and stuff.
Hmm.
The dudes were in
Showing people's feet.
leotards.
Hmm.
He
They
would, yeah,
said that he had a foot fetish, and after they
uh,
showed all the clips of the, I was
a lot
like
of stuff with pickles
nobody,
and
nobody.
yeah,
Jesus,
like ain't
that was
nobody noticed
crazy.
or ain't nobody say nothing. Yeah. No, it is wild how many people saw stuff and didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Um, my question with him though, I know he got accused of like the hostile work environment,
Hmm.
but did he actually assault anybody or did he was he just inappropriate? Like not saying he's off the hook for anything, but
Yeah, I
we
don't
heard
think they ever found anything of him get like assaulting anybody.
of, he just created a very bad
y-
inappropriate environment.
yeah, yeah.
He put
I
them
mean,
in
people had some
inappropriate
questions about
situations.
him and Amanda, but
Sure.
they
But other than
never
that,
really found out anything.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was trying to help her emancipate herself. She wanted to run away. Her parents didn't want her dating some older boy. So she wanted to run away and he would convinced her like, "Hey, well then you should emancipate." And like he was trying to help her do that. And it's like, "Sir,
That's
no.
super
Why are you
inappropriate.
letting her do that?" Um
Yeah.
yeah, and then the scene on the show like he wrote a segment and he's like in the hot tub with her. He's fully clothed, like, he didn't touch her or anything. It just looks
Yeah.
weird, this grown man in the hot tub with this little girl.
Yeah.
Cause I think she started her show at, like, 12. She was on all that at, like, 10,
Mm.
and then the
I don't
Amanda
know why I
show
don't
started.
remember her.
Um, I do,
I don't
and
know
that's
why I
why I'm
thought
like,
all that was written by a black director or something or writer. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe because the intro of the song is
mhm,
TLC.
maybe. Um,
Yeah.
maybe, like, there was some black people on staff, but, no, he was the creator or yeah, he created
Yeah, there were black
and
people
ran
on
all
staff
that.
because there was one of the staff was a predator.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. Yep,
Yeah.
a
Um,
pedophile.
so that was his thing. Like he made some people feel uncomfortable. He wrote super inappropriate scenes and jokes
Yeah,
for underage kids, and yeah,
and nobody said
uh,
anything.
yeah. Nobody said anything. Nobody tried to stop him. Or well, no. Some people said it's like you. They were like, "Hey, isn't that a little like weird or whatever?" And he was like, "No, it's funny." It's like,
Yeah,
is it though?
yeah,
So I guess like if they did speak up, he shot it down or nothing changed. Like the lady who did ended up suing him.
yeah.
Uh, so
Oh,
that
I
was
do
that.
remember a part. Uh, um, I think like some other network came in or something, or other writers or something, and they asked about like uh, it was a character that Amanda played, and her last
Oh yeah,
name was basically a
it was
part of the
tainted.
body on, yeah, a part of the body on the man.
And so
Uh,
here's the thing. I remember her that character, but I don't think I knew they said taint. And of course, I didn't know what a taint was then.
yeah,
Anyway.
like of course the kids wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
like the adult, and maybe the adults didn't know either because they didn't even know. But
Well, some of them asked. They was like, Isn't that like?"
yeah, and
They
he
asked
shot it
him like, "Is it?"
down.
He was like, "No, no.
Why
What do
would
you
you think
mean?"
that?
Yeah. So
So
I think I
stupid.
thought they were saying Tate, like Tate,
Oh,
until I watched it, and I was like, "You know what?" But yeah, like so they questioned him, and he was like, "No, that's stupid. Why would no? That's not that." And they just believed him and went with it. I'm like, if anything is remotely questionable, maybe you should probably. they should have been like, okay, even though you say that's not it, maybe let's change it just to be safe, so
Yeah.
nobody else gets the wrong idea or something. But
Like, not even a suggestion, y'all. Like, really? Like,
they just let them do it.
y'all wanted y'all job that bad.
Yeah.
Y'all absolutely couldn't work nowhere else. He don't own the whole entertainment business. Nickelodeon was huge at that time, yes. But I don't know. There was so many other networks. And I think he was only with Nickelodeon. So, I mean, I can understand people have like connections and stuff like that, which could, I guess, ended that lady's whole career. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking in a different perspective because.
I mean, it's hard to say. Well, that's like I say anyway. It's hard to say what you would do if you're not in a situation. Like we want to think
Yeah.
we would choose morals in over that anyway. Like it's easy to say it now, especially when there
I
are
think I
other
would still
options.
definitely. I would
Um,
regardless. I don't care about no job that much. Y'all ain't gonna have me looking crazy now. Everybody getting arrested and stuff. You see what's happening when you hang with the wrong people. And look, y'all better start standing up to these people. Dang.
but these people, like, they make them think, like, he made them believe. Well, he probably did have some
They'll
kind of power,
never
like,
work it. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah.
Like,
So
he probably knew people or whatever.
yeah, so like then they have to make a decision. Like the two writers, they finally made the decisions. Like, whatever happens, happens. Well,
Yeah.
one of them got fired anyway, so she didn't have a choice. Um, but the one that quit, like, I think you have to get to the point. Well, I guess the question is, where's the line? What line are you not willing to cross
Yeah.
before you just say whatever? I mean, I don't disagree. Like, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
me. I'm looking at the whole.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
I agree or
I
disagree,
understand
I'm
that.
looking at the whole.
I know that if I had to do a skit in front of the whole table meeting doing something stupid, first of all, I wouldn't have done it, and that would
Yeah,
have been my last day. I'm so
absolutely.
sorry. You're not going to embarrass me like that, or no, absolutely not. No, no,
Yeah, nah.
no, mm-mm, no,
Um, and I
no.
think it's also because kids are being affected, which is also why it's like, so ain't none of y'all gonna say nothing, or none of y'all gonna stop this from happening. Like,
Yeah,
y'all see it's weird, and y'all are adults, so even if they don't know what they doing, like, yeah. So
I
I
was
get it.
happy to see that it was a black mother who was like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Now, her son,
ended up getting fired.
yeah, he ended up getting fired, and their relationship, split, and hopefully they're talking now. Um, but she saved him.
Absolutely.
She saved him from all the stuff that was going down. Um, it was just ridiculous. Like, to have that many issues, you have a creator that's creating inappropriate stuff. Now you got pedophiles
Yeah.
also working on in a kids network.
Mhm.
Like, and if I'm not mistaken, it was three. Three.
Yes.
That black dude, the other dude that was chaperoning the kids,
The
and then
main
the
one,
other
John
dude with the
John
pickles.
John or James Handy. I know his last name was Handy. He the one who
Something
got
that.
hold of the little girl. He didn't I don't think he did anything to that one little girl. He sent her videos or pictures or something.
And he kept
He's the one
Ziploc
that had
bags of.
tokens. He had tokens from
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of little girls.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he did something to some kids, just the one that they talked about. I don't think other than sending her stuff, I don't think he physically did anything to her.
I hope not. I hope
um
not.
But yeah, so him, he was and he was like he was the PA production assistant. So yeah, he was the
Mhm.
one taking them all around set wherever they needed to be.
And then
Um
there was nobody thinking like, oh, they don't want the parents in the room. Like
that should have been a
nobody took that as
yeah,
suspicious. Like,
yeah.
what? My kid
Like
is
why you don't want me here?
right.
You got
I'm the
my kid,
parent
why you don't want me
guardian.
here?
Right. So no. Like I didn't understand that. Like I understand that you want your kids to make it and you don't want to say anything to jeopardize, but when you see that something could possibly harm your child,
Yeah, it's like forget all this. Forget all that.
all of it.
We'll
Okay, we
figure
go to
something
another
out.
no, right, another network or something. I don't know.
Which is why like it sucks that the dude, his name was Brian also. With the one whose mom was very vocal
Yeah,
and like spoke against stuff. Like it just sucks that put a rift in their relationship because it's like she
yeah,
literally like like I think she did her job as a parent. Like you the well being of your child is way more important than them having a job. Like
yeah.
you understand that's their dream, that's what they want to do, but
Hmm.
ultimately them being safe is way more important than them being a star. They can find something else to do. Like like be mad at me, but you gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Like
and that's why I
um
feel bad about the father of
Drake.
yeah, Drake, where he was seeing signs of
Yeah.
and
That
was saying
whole
something, and they were trying to remove him from the environment.
yeah.
And with the mother, like I
She
understand y'all don't get
she needs
along,
to be beat.
but look, when I say I want to jump to the TV, they ain't
Like
interview her, but
cause
like
like
he sat there and told you and warned you of what was
yeah.
going on, and you did not take
Listen
that.
at all. Like immediately. Like
Like remove your feelings between you and your ex-husband.
right.
Now this is about the kid, okay? He not telling you this just to be telling you this. Like, really? And the fact that you allowed
Like she just
your
delivered him. She
son,
delivered her
yeah,
son to the dude
like
pretty
here you
much. Like
go, here you go.
I mean,
Like what? That irritated the
yeah.
crap out of me.
Yeah. Yes, because I don't care how cuz I know like I think Brian Peck the dude that assaulted Drake for the people who haven't seen. I
Yeah,
think um he had a part in influencing Drake to like pretty much fire his father. And like he was in the mama's ear also like saying like hey the dad being on the set's causing some problems blah blah blah. So like she was probably believing him anyway, so she probably thought Drake's daddy was just being like bitter or something like well he got you fired so of course you're gonna say that. But I'm like that's that dude, that's that boy's daddy. Like you got to at least wonder why he said don't leave him alone with him. Like
like have
never
a
ever,
conversation or something.
you
Like
know, like
and about you, remove. Like I said, remove your feelings. This about the kid now. Like your feelings don't matter about how you feel about the father, okay? Listen to what he's saying. Like he
also
warned you. And
yeah,
you literally handed your son over to this
yeah.
dude.
Cause you didn't like driving. You don't like driving and you live so far away. You should have left him with his daddy then, because his daddy was willing to do all the driving and take him where he needed to go
Girl.
or whatever. But you get him and deliver him to the man and let the man pretty much take the place that Drake's dad, like he started doing all the stuff Drake's dad did, like taking him to appointments and auditions and all of that. And then Drake starts staying at his house and all of that. Like,
And
and
the
then the
fact that Drake's girlfriend's
yes, that's exactly what I
mother
was about to say. Yeah.
was
She
able
saw
to
it like
point it like what were you looking at, mom? Like were you really just not paying attention? Like really? I
yeah,
didn't understand that.
at
That
all.
this woman that's not even his mom saw that something was wrong.
Like immediately. Yeah. I don't get it. Yeah, so Yeah, like yeah. The daddy warned her, and then you didn't see the change in Drake or seen the obsessive behavior, like, or whatever tipped off the girlfriend's mom. Like, why you didn't see that? Like, that's your kid.
I felt
Like you
so
were saying.
sorry for the father. I did because, at first he didn't even know,
Yeah.
and
He
then
called Drake when he heard about Brian Peck getting arrested. He called Drake and was, well, no, Drake called him and he was like, they finally got him. Did you hear?
yeah,
And he didn't know nothing about it. And he told, and it was like, they finally arrested Brian. And his daddy was like, well, I'm so glad it wasn't you, when the whole time it was. I'm like, dang.
like he didn't even want to tell him because he know he emotional. But I'm just kind of like,
At this point, tell him. There's no point in not telling him, like, because he was right. And then he still had to find out.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
that whole thing, because that was all preventable. I
could have
know
been
some,
prevented.
yeah, like that one was completely preventable. Like,
It don't
that's,
make no sense.
yeah, nah.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
didn't talk a lot about the other one though. They just threw the last person in there. They were like, there was one more. He brought the kid to set and assaulted him and got arrested, and he was also a known predator. That, so my thing is, why is Dan? How did Dan keep hiring unless Dan wasn't in charge of who got hired other than Brian? I think Brian Peck was like his friend, but
Yeah,
I'm like, how these dudes keep getting hired to work with kids? Like,
and I'm just kind of like, y'all not checking this. This it's supposed to be a kid network. Like
yeah,
y'all
like
don't check stuff like this to make sure. Y'all really just didn't care.
it's
And
wild.
and and even in today's time, like I'm wondering, it's probably still going on. But wait, do we even have kid shows anymore? Like the reality kid shows? I don't know. We got everything
Reality.
is animation now.
Oh no. They still like, so like the Henry Danger and all of those that they mentioned
Yeah,
at the very
see,
end.
I know nothing.
Um,
So those are still out.
there's still shows on Nickelodeon. Yeah, and Disney Channel. Yeah, I think. Now I hadn't watched Disney in a minute. Well, yeah, no, because Raven's Home. That's still humans. Um, I don't know other than Raven's Home.
Now I'm
I do see
wondering.
way more animated shows right
Yeah,
now.
they just kind of like, you know what? We don't even want to.
But the kids, a lot, sometimes it's kids doing the voices.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm sure it's different, but um, let me see right now. Um,
I don't know if this documentary is going to just only be about Nickelodeon or will it go keep going of just like different shows or networks that had issues behind the
um,
scenes. Um Not with just kids, but like any shows like of any. I'm wondering if they're
I
going to
don't.
keep going or are they just going to cut it off with the situation that happened with Nickelodeon and Drake. Is that his name? Drake.
Mhm.
But yeah.
You see a lot. Oh, Monster High. I thought that was a cartoon.
Yeah. I don't know any of the
There
shows that's
are
out
some
now.
though. I'm looking. Aaron and Aaron. Uh,
Well, while you're looking at that, do we want to show this about
oh,
like the parents' response?
yes,
Um,
because one of them supported, and then okay, that also reminded me about the Brian Peck thing. So yeah, go ahead. I remember.
okay. All right, let me see. Oh, this is not.
Oh, that girl Lele. Yeah, so there are some. I think there's a good mix.
Let's see.
Maybe not a good mix, but there are still some
I know nothing. All right, I'm
human
gonna mute
shows.
myself. Let me put this.
Okay.
All right, so people expect for me to be funny every day. However, I want to keep speaking on this this Nickelodeon documentary, but from the perspectives of some of the family members of these child actors. In the documentary, Drake Bell spoke on his dad's reaction to Brian Peck being charged when he got that 16-month sentence.
I was like, oh, did you see they got him? And my dad just goes, I am so glad that he was not able to get his hands on you. My dad's very emotional, and we were starting to rekindle our relationship, and I just couldn't. So I just said, yeah, they got him. He's like, oh, I'm so glad. I knew he was going to do something to someone.
How did it make you feel when you finally found out?
I'm not the same today. The pain's still there from the moment that I knew.
And he's crying because he recalls that conversation when Drake called him and told him that Brian Peck got sentenced, right? But the thing behind that was Drake Bell was anonymous at that time. Remember when his dad was removed from set and replaced with his mom? He thought that it was another kid. Whole time it was him. And he just said he didn't have the courage to tell his dad because they were rekindling their relationship. Brian Hearn was one of the young black male actors on All That. His mother was very present on set, and she spoke up about things that she felt was inappropriate, like you would think any black mother would.
First day filming, they set up the scene like he was selling drugs. And I was like, oh, the black kid gets to be the crack dealer? Why were we having adult jokes? I was complaining too much. I became the oddball.
His mom also complained to his agents about inappropriate things that she would see on set. But his agents told her, look, be quiet because you're going to mess up his chances on set. Eventually, Nickelodeon did end up firing Brian before season 3. And he said he believes that the network wasn't just trying to get rid of him, but they wanted to get rid of his mom too, because she was obviously a problem. Chris Massey is another Nickelodeon actor who was a main character on Zoe 101. He is the oldest brother to Kyle Massey, who was a star on That's So Raven. But Zoe 101 was one of Dan Schneider's shows. Chris Massey's mother got on social media to support Dan Schneider.
I posted a comment about somebody that has been nice to us, somebody that has never done anything to us. When I said that it was the parents' fault, who allows their children to spend the night with staff members? That's what I was talking about. I didn't watch the documentary, and I have no plans on watching the documentary because I want to remember Dan Schneider as the person that he was to us. We had an exemplary ride with Dan Schneider. And just because he's white, I'm not going to turn my back on him.
Wow. I don't think it's because he's white. It's because he's a predator.
Thank you. That was my argument. Now, although she's not wrong about those parents, I totally do agree. Just because you feel like nothing happened to your child does not mean the predator is innocent and that he's not a predator. After that, Chris Massey, who is her son, he said, my story will be told from me, not my parent, a friend, a coworker, me, and only me. So please stop messaging me about what my mom said respectfully. So hopefully she talked that over with her son.
When you say talk that over, what you mean? Like a little pop? Don't be talking back to me?
Yeah, no, he talked that over with his mom. Like, you don't know what happened, obviously. Just because we didn't open up or I didn't open up or something you don't know, don't mean that you...
I think I accidentally clicked. That wasn't the end of it, was it?
I don't remember. I thought it just cut off.
I think I accidentally clicked off of it, but I can't bring it back up.
That was most of it though. Like, yeah, just because he didn't say nothing don't mean nothing happened, or just because pretty much chill out to the mama. Let the sons tell it if they got something to tell.
Yeah. I do agree with why are you letting your kids stay with these people. That's the only thing I agree with. But everything else, just because it didn't happen to you does not mean that that person is still not a predator or a pedophile or did something. He's still guilty of that. So the fact that he's chilling though, he's never been arrested. They've never come after him.
He did an interview.
Yeah, after it came out, denying everything.
He even at the end of the documentary, they were like, he said every script was approved by the network. It went through multiple phases. Every joke, every skit, blah blah blah. All that was it had multiple times.
Like, pretty much. Who was in charge of the network then? Because he wasn't in charge of the network.
No, he was just allowed to do whatever because he was making them the most money. Yep. He just created all the shows.
And that's what they cared about, is just making the money.
Yeah, because
it just irritates the crap out of me.
It was something, it was like they knew, But they didn't do nothing about it till it became public. Or am I mixing that with something else I saw?
Wait.
Oh yeah, that was Kanye
He
West. Never
owns
mind.
it? Oh. Is he
What?
the owner?
No. Dan Schneider?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I'm reading something.
Did he buy it after he created all them shows?
Oh no. Is he the owner of? Oh Lord.
He wasn't when it started. I can say that. But Nickelodeon said they fired him. Like they said that in the
Yeah, I don't think
documentary.
he works there anymore. Hold on. 2006 Herb Scannell
Okay.
resigned from Nickelodeon. Sim was appointed in his place president of the newly formed Kids and Family Group.
Cause Nickelodeon's under Viacom, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know who the owner is. I'm trying to find it, but it's a lot. But yeah. If y'all haven't checked it out, it is on HBO. And
I have a question.
yes.
Because we don't know that Dan Schneider actually like assaulted anybody. He just made the place uncomfortable and he wrote inappropriate stuff and put like kids in inappropriate situations.
Mm-hmm.
Does that let him off the hook, or like should he be arrested for something? Or
he shouldn't be let off the hook. Now, if he didn't assault anybody or whatever, and they can't find nothing on him doing anything to Amanda or anybody else or any other kids, then
he should just not be allowed to work with kids.
Yeah, not at all. And if you want to write like you've been writing, go to an adult network or something. Like, you know, as a grown adult, looking back at a lot of animations or stuff that I used to watch, even music, it's like I can't believe the amount of adult humor was in some of these movies and shows, and it was supposed to be for us kids, but of course we didn't get it. So I don't know if that was to pull in adults too to watch it. I don't know, but
maybe.
I doubt it.
I think there's still a line though. Like you could slide those in and they be funny without them being like super vulgar, like or super.
I think Shrek is a good example.
Yeah, like I think they did okay though. Like it's not nothing like.
I don't think it was anything sexual.
Yeah, they were just
like all their stuff was sexual.
Would get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brian Peck did get arrested. He did go to jail. He didn't go to jail long enough, in my opinion. The other two guys also got arrested and went to jail. Dan Schneider eventually got fired from Nickelodeon. He claims that's not what happened. I don't think, like I said, 16 months was long enough for Brian Peck. I also was surprised by the amount of support letters he got and who wrote the letters and what was in the letters. Like people are like, there's no way he could have done it, or there's not enough evidence, or it doesn't sound like him, or he's been through enough, he's learned his lesson, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a wild thing. Drake later ended up, he dealt with a lot of stuff. He DUIs and all that. But I don't know if you knew or remember, he had like got in some hot water for some child endangerment stuff.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. Other than I kind of picked up on it when they were talking about it in the documentary. But I
remember when it happened. So I immediately, once everybody was like, "Oh, poor Drake," I was like, "Wait a minute, didn't he do the same thing?" But
Yeah.
He did not. Thankfully, like he clarified in something. It was messages, and he didn't know how old the girl was from his side of the story. He said he didn't know how old she was. He didn't mean to like hurt anybody, and he didn't actually physically do anything. But like that, I immediately thought of that. I was like, wait a minute.
But you see, I guess I want everybody to think about this. Like, you see the effect that what
That's
you do to somebody can have. Even if we look at our own families and the stuff that we've been through, and the stuff that we we don't have any kids, but the stuff that you pass down to your kids from your traumas and stuff like that, like
all of it. You gotta pay attention. Be careful.
Okay, because again, like Dominique said, that could have been avoided. Like that whole situation could have been avoided. I'm actually shocked that at his age, he was 15 when it first happened. That and I guess, kids' minds are not developed. He's probably thinking, oh well, if I don't, then I'll be fired or something will happen. I don't know. But I'm actually kind of maybe because I'm thinking of like 15-year-olds nowadays.
I was wondering
compared to back then. I was like, why he didn't? He was 15 then. I could understand like under 10, under whatever. But he was like a full teenager. You already kind of know what that is. I'm kind of shocked he didn't say anything. But
he just said he was so shocked or surprised and he didn't know what to do. And then he was like, so then he just like everybody else is like, well, what's this mean? If I say something, I'm gonna lose my career. And I'm like, so I get, like I was saying when you said it, like I get it. It's like, forget all of that. Worry about this now and worry about that later. But yeah, because he was like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And then he was like, I couldn't just all of a sudden not want to go to his house anymore. I'm like, yes, you absolutely
could have. You did it with your girlfriend. You started going to her house. So like what?
Yeah.
What?
So
you couldn't stop going over there. What?
He was like, I couldn't just tell my mom all of a sudden I don't want to go over there anymore because then she'll want to know why. I'm like, absolutely, and you should tell her why. Like,
absolutely. But I gotta remember, everybody don't think like us. Everybody's minds is not the same, and some people really take their careers more serious than And not to say that we don't take our careers serious, but I think we care more about our morals than something crazy happening at our place of work or whatever workplace. I don't understand.
It's the same with adult, like the ladies that get assaulted by their bosses and not say anything. Though it's like they were worried about their jobs or worried about not being believed or like stuff like that. So it's like people be coming up with reasons to not say nothing, and like it's that whole power dynamic or whatever. So like,
you know what? I'm not even. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna say I don't understand. So never mind. I take all of that back, because you can't be put in the space of like, what if these people are gonna be mad at me, or what if I lose something, or what if. That is a definite true feeling. So I will take that back. In my adult life, I'm like, why would you don't? But again, you're a little kid,
situation or whatever.
You're a kid, and you don't know what to think. So
I do still wonder, like, why he didn't stop him. But like with the whole, I didn't know.
Yeah.
What? But also, I've never been in the sitch, so it's still like, yeah.
All I could think of, he's probably scared, and just probably scared.
It all sucks. He should have been protected. All those kids should have been protected.
Absolutely. And I hope they've changed their rules or how they do things at Nickelodeon. Is Nickelodeon still a thing?
Yes, we just
It
sat
is.
there.
I don't watch no more. So,
Yes, it's still a thing.
Yeah, I hope they've changed how they do things there. Yeah.
Absolutely. They kept saying they take complaints seriously and they do their due diligence, to investigate all complaints.
That reminds me of that one video where that man, the wife, was trying to say too diligent.
Is it the Hispanic couple?
What did she say?
I don't know, but it wasn't
if I
that.
find it, I'm gonna put a clip. Right.
Lord.
I'm sorry. She couldn't say it. No, Dominic had it. But this lady could not.
Yeah, she couldn't.
She couldn't get it.
It's quite entertaining because she's trying.
She's trying. He said, "What did you say?" Oh my God, it's hilarious. Oh, I hope I find that video. Okay. Whoa, that was hilarious. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, please, because I know it is probably worse now. And people I know stuff is probably still happening. I mean, look at the P. Diddy situation. Like, this is just coming out. So I know it's just so much stuff coming out. I need everybody to just be aware of what's going on around them and don't allow people to have that much power over you to where you just are like, you know what, I'm scared that this is going to happen, so I'm just going to do what they say. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And it makes you wonder what all these other people have, like, Amanda Bynes didn't participate, but like we all saw her sit publicly, like, and then everybody was just calling her crazy. Everybody calls Orlando Brown crazy, but it's like maybe there's some truth to some of the stuff they saying, because
all these kid
like
entertainers,
even if you go back, like Britney Spears had her meltdown.
It's so many,
like, then some that have, unfortunately passed away or taking themselves out of here. Like, it's like what actually happened that pushed them to those points or whatever. So
it just had me thinking, like, okay, yeah, what has happened now?
Yeah.
And all these kids' lives growing up in entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, what did y'all go through? This is crazy. It's crazy. Y'all be aware, of your surroundings and really be paying attention and don't allow somebody to have that much power over you to where you drop everything, all your morals, and just do what people say, because that's not a good thing. Okay. And this was a horrible documentary. Like, I started seeing people talk about it, and I was like, what are they talking about? And then I finally watched it, and I'm just kind of like, these freaking pedophiles.
Yeah.
I just, like, what, and I'm sure there's a root to it. There is a root to it, but what gets you to that point to where you want, as a grown adult, want to mess with kids?
I never will understand it. I don't care what the root is. I mean, like, I understand you got to understand what got you to this point. I still no. I will understand. I'll be like, oh, that makes sense, but also no.
Yeah. like, yeah, that's crazy. Adult and a little kid, like, come on, y'all.
Like, that's not why. What even piques your interest? Like,
you know what I'm saying? All these grown adult women and men out here, and y'all choose kids, and some of y'all choose babies, which is even more like I just don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't think I will ever understand. But I pray for y'all though. I pray for y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I hope that everybody, all the kids that grew up in entertainment and actually went through something, I actually hope that they are getting help in therapy and that, you know, everything gets better. I know they will always have those
memories.
Yeah, the memories of it.
Yeah, because Drake said he remembers that, but he doesn't remember all the good stuff that happened during that time.
And
he mostly remembers the assault.
I totally understand. So, yeah, you know, get help, get some therapy, and yeah, people are crazy.
Yeah,
people are crazy, and it's even more trafficking and all of that is even more relevant now. Like, people are like literally doing this as a job.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. So
it's like you don't got nothing else better to do. Like,
y'all could find no other job.
You know,
no other job.
Even if you want to do crime, you couldn't find another crime.
Find another crime. Jesus. Like,
leave
Lord.
folks alone. Like,
you could put that same energy in creating a business. Like, what?
Yeah. It's wild.
You could, sis, you got a plan. I don't freaking know, but you got a plan and have a plan on taking somebody or whatever. Why don't you work for the government or something, CIA or something? Go into the military. Yeah, where you actually get paid to do something.
Lord.
You know, go into those type of jobs. You know, yeah, you get to kidnap people all the time. It's like, what? I don't know. Shoot.
People that deserve it or something. I don't know. Because like people are literally terrorizing innocent people. Like
I'm so tired of opening an app and always seeing another way on getting somebody to stop their car. People putting stuff on people's car and putting air tags and stuff on people to follow. Like, it is crazy. The creativity that y'all come up with when y'all could put that towards something else to have a legit job. I don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all are stupid. I'm gonna be praying for you. Hope y'all watch this. Y'all gonna run into the wrong person, kid, or parents one day. Because a whole bunch of people carry now. Y'all better stop playing with people. Y'all better stop playing with people. You mess around and meet a crazy person. A crazy kid. A crazy parent. Whatever. I don't even know. Our time's up. But I'm just like, well, guys.
We didn't pick a... Are we doing that today?
Probably not. We'll probably just,
I mean,
we got y'all. You had somebody?
We can just, since we said therapy, we can do Kemi.
Yay! Yes! Come on now. Segue. Girl, speaking of.
Yes. So we had
spotlight. The business spotlight.
So real quick, and we gonna let y'all on out of here. This week's business spotlight, like I said, since we mentioned therapy,
yes, that was
we're gonna shout out Kemi Huntley.
Yay!
She is a licensed therapist, because I don't remember all her letters at this moment.
Oh.
I'm unprepared. Yeah, because like I knew what all the letters meant, but I don't want to say them wrong right now.
Yeah.
So, licensed therapist. You can find her at Selfcare Belle. on social media and her site, selfcarebelle.life, I believe. She has merch and all that. Um, very helpful when it comes to your mental health. Very good at her job. She's, very dope person. She cares and all of that. We had her on the show
Yes,
before.
gave a
I
lot of
am
important
going.
information.
Yeah, she knows what she's talking about. She has, a heart for the people and all of that. LCMHC. I'm not gonna remember what the licensed clinical medical.
I saw it, but I was like,
I
I'm
don't
not even
remember.
gonna try.
I just I knew what it was when we did the thing. At this moment, it escapes me. I'm usually better prepared for these, but we weren't prepared this time. Our apologies. But yes, no, she has the merch, the self care merch. Her website, to clarify, is Kemi.life, where you could do that, and you may be able to book her there.
Does she still have the Huntley counseling group? Is this still?
Yes. So if you want, well, I will click on it in a second to make sure. Oh yes, I don't think you book her there. You shop on Kimmy.life for like the counseling and stuff. You can go to Huntley Counseling. HuntleyCounseling.life. Yes.
Yes.
To get more information there. But yes, shout out to her, Kimmy Huntley.
Shout
Life.
out Kimmy.
And like we've said before, we've mentioned it multiple times, do whatever you got to do to take care of your mental health. If it's not her, reach out to whoever you need to reach out to. There's plenty of platforms to be able to do so now. They got virtual options now. They're making it easier for you to do what you need to do to make sure you're all right. We want you to be all right and be well.
Yep.
And all of that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, y'all hear.
Sorry if that seemed not as enthusiastic as the ones we've done before. Oops, I tried.
Oh, no, no, you're fine. Yes, y'all support Kemi. She was really good, and y'all absolutely watched the episode that she was on. She gave a lot of great information. It was really good. So y'all check that out. Do I want to do this? I have I'll just put it at the end of the video, but y'all let us know if y'all have seen a documentary. If let us know what y'all think, and y'all just be aware of your surroundings, honey. Keep watch out, and
watch your kids.
Yeah, please watch your kids. Darn it,
because people are stupid.
Especially social media. Kids getting on social media and got profiles, and people are stupid. So yeah, y'all just watch out. But we're glad that y'all tuned in to this episode, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Alrighty. Bye.